regarding the massive row over the Lotus. Well, so here's the question. Can a symbol of hope be politicized as an agenda? Can the Lotus, India's national flower, be restricted to just one party, one ideology? Well, a massive war of words has been triggered off. This after the Prime Minister unveiled India's G20 logo, which has a lotus and the motto Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam on it. Now, while the Prime Minister called the logo a symbol of hope, of oneness in a world mired in conflict, the opposition has called it BJP's agenda. For them, the Kamal not only symbolizes BJP and only BJP and not Bharat. In fact, keeping the politics aside, here India's rationale for putting a lotus, a flower which blooms in adversity.
आज जो ये लोगो लॉन्च हुआ है, उसके निर्माण में भी देशवासियों की बड़ी भूमिका रही है। साथियों, G20 का ये लोगो केवल एक प्रतीक चिन्ह नहीं है, ये एक संदेश है, ये एक भावना है जो हमारी रगों में है। ये एक संकल्प है जो हमारी सोच में शामिल रहा है। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम के मंत्र के जरिए विश्व बंधुत्व की जिस भावना को हम जीते आए हैं, वो विचार इस लोगो और थीम में प्रतिबिंबित हो रहा है। इस लोगो में कमल का फूल भारत की पौराणिक धरोहर, हमारी आस्था, हमारी बौद्धिकता, इन सबको एक साथ चित्रित कर रहा है।
But the opposition is not convinced with this rationale. For them, the lotus is a symbol of the BJP, not Bharat.
Jairam Ramesh has aptly put it in the public that at the time of independence, when it was suggested that the Congress flag should be the flag of India, Nehruji rejected that. So that shows that a democracy, and that shows that there is a difference between the government and party. Now the BJP is trying to finish the gap between party and government. That is precisely what is happening in this case, that the lotus is symbol of BJP, and that is being now put up in G20 to summit logo. That seems that they are promoting themselves.
G20 का ये भारत सरकार का एम्बलम, भारत सरकार का कम और भारतीय जनता पार्टी का ज्यादा लगता है। कमल का फूल इस एम्बलम में कहां से आ गया? क्या ये सरकार भारत की नहीं है, सिर्फ बीजेपी की सरकार है? और वो सरकार जो अपने ही देश के 20 करोड़ लोगों के खिलाफ सुबह शाम नफरत फैलाती हो, वो वन अर्थ वन फैमिली का नारा दे रही है। कौन यकीन करेगा? इस एम्बलम को हटाना चाहिए और इसमें से कमल के फूल को हटाना चाहिए।
So while there is massive dangle over the lotus, perhaps one should take a look at Indonesia's G20 presidency logo, which has a gunungan, which is a conical symbol that you can see on your screens depicting mythical mountain, which is predominantly a Hindu-Buddhist symbol. Now remember, interestingly, Indonesia is a Muslim majority nation which has no compunctions in hailing the rich Indic traditions. Now that's interesting. So let me go across to our panelists. Joining us today, Rajeev Panday, spokesperson of the BJP. Manasvi Thapar is joining us, a lawyer and a political analyst. Manasvi, it's one thing to oppose the BJP, oppose it ideologically, oppose everything that it stands for, but quite another to confuse the BJP for the Lotus. Lotus, which has been part of the Indic system. Why oppose the Lotus in your opposition to the BJP?
About opposition of India or opposition of what it is. It's about discussion. So BJP has a symbol which is Lotus, that cannot be denied. While it comes to international events, intergovernmental events, no other political party in this country in the past has ever used a similar logo of their own party label. The first event which happened, an international event which happened in India post-independence, was first Asian Games in 1951. Look at the logo. It was nowhere related to Congress. So this, second event which happened in 1982 was also an event of Asian government, nowhere related to Congress. Even Commonwealth in 2010, it has nothing to do with the Congress. Why do you want to get, there are hundreds and thousands of Indian symbols which talks about Indian culture, which talks about so many other things. You can have peacock, you can have stupa, you can have mandirs, you can have Ayodhya ka Ram Mandir ka as a symbol, but you want to create a controversy out of anything. That's the problem. In a great event which is going to come to India at the G20, why do you want to use Lotus just to create a resemblance?
In 1950, Nehru ji himself had called the Lotus the national flower. You have the Swarna Kamal, which was part of the film in the national awards which are there. Of course, on our screens, we are giving out all the details of the National Film Award, which was set up in 1954, under which you had the Swarna Kamal, you had the Rajat Kamal. Both of them were given, set up under Nehruji. 1980, there was a Lotus on the stamp, again under Congress's regime, so on and so forth. There are several of such examples. It's running on our screens. But why is the Lotus only the BJP for you?
Yeah, it's not for me. Lotus symbol as a national symbol was accepted much before BJP was formed. BJP के पहले की पार्टी थी जनसंघ. It did not have Lotus as a symbol. It had Diya as a symbol. Right now, BJP is using Lotus as its own election symbol. So this is not a controversy between anti-Lotus or Lotus versus BJP. This is about, you have a symbol in your political party which is Lotus. You could have used some other.
You could have used some other. Okay, let me take that point across to Rajeev Panday. You could have used any other symbol which could be representative, symbolic of the Indic culture. Why settle on Lotus, which happens to be your party's own logo?
First of all, Lotus is part of Indian tradition for thousands of years. Whenever we do any big yagya like Ramarcha yagya, you have to offer Lord Ram Kamal ka Phool. So party symbol is different. Let's not go by that. So now the people who are opposing this, they are opposing Indian culture, Hindu culture. They have pathological hatred for Hindu traditions. They can do anything. I have nothing to say about that. So now Congress has done another self-goal. Now Udit Rajji is appointed for self-goal. You know, sometimes you have a striker in the football. So Udit Rajji has appointed, like Manish Shankar has been sidelined. So now Udit Rajji has given this job to self-goal. Now this is first point. Now the second point, you know, Nehruji did this, Nehruji did that. Congress is unable to go beyond Nehru era. Nehruji did a lot of things. Nehruji allowed China to capture land. Nehruji allowed Kashmir to be in trouble. Nehruji allowed
Rajeev Panday,
I am not going to talk about Nehruji.
The point that Manasvi was raising,
Lotus.
His specific point was, if you want to hail Hindu traditions, then why the Lotus, why not something else? Let's specifically stick to that point.
Okay, I'll come. If they would have put Ram Mandir, then today Manasvi would have said that, you see, BJP has constructed Ram Mandir after 450 years of battle and war. So, you know, they are trying to use Ram Mandir for election. The moment you take anything, they will make some drama and do self-goal.
Okay.
I have nothing to say about that. I am very happy, you know, because the moment I see Lotus, I remember Mata Lakshmi. Because Mata Lakshmi comes on Lotus.
Okay.
So, you know, I am not bothered.
Manasvi, Mata Lakshmi comes from Lotus, which makes everyone happy and gives them hope. Then why are you opposed to it?
On Lotus.
So we should have Mata Lakshmi also on this, because that would be very much hopeful for the entire world, because the world is going to depression. Because this is the kind of narrative BJP tries to. Why are you opposing Mata Lakshmi? I want Mata Lakshmi to be there at G20. Why are you opposing Mata Lakshmi? Why don't you advise आप Prime Minister को advise करिए Mata Lakshmi होना चाहिए वहाँ पे? I want it because हमारे देश की Mata Lakshmi है, वो पूरे देश को देनी चाहिए prosperity. क्यों? Why are you opposing it? लक्ष्मी जी के नीचे लोटस होता है तो होनी चाहिए माता लक्ष्मी।
इतना
प्रॉस्पेरस इवेंट है G20 का, लक्ष्मी जी को आपने क्यों नहीं डाला?
बीजेपी को दे रहे।
It's come down to symbolism, but as all of us know, here on the table, all of us know, it's only down to politics. Really, nothing more, nothing less. But thank you so much for joining us, Rajeev Panday as well as Manasvi Thapar. Pleasure to have you on the show.